Hello and welcome to week 2's video from the Inspire Q&A session. I'm Roddy Graham from Tweedbank Primary School, and this week we're going to have a look at 3 more different techniques to improve and enhance your teaching and learning practice via the Inspire program. If you missed last week's video, it's still available. You'll be able to find it on the YouTube channel if you click about, and you'll be able to find last week's video there. This week's Q&A topics are, as you can see down this side of the screen, I think it's that way anyways, are animated drawings and examples on pages. You can also use that on Keynote as well. You can enhance your literacy teaching and your learning with book creator templates, which have newly been released. And I'm also going to talk you through how you can use self-marked quizzes on forms via assignments as another form of formative assessment. Our first topic this week is animating drawings on pages. The question is, I'd like to share some examples of how to do formal calculations with my class step by step. Is there another way of doing this other than screen recording? Well, the answer is yes, and a really cool way to do it on the iPad is using a really amazing tool within Pages. It's also available on Keynote as well, and that is the drawing function. What you can do with this is it can be used to demonstrate a real wide variety of skills. It could be from handwriting, if you're doing handwriting practice, or phonics in the early years, to some artwork, or even some maths calculations as has been asked in the question. The really smart feature of this is that you can turn the drawing into an animation and it plays the drawing as you created it, so in real time of how you created it. And what you can also do is you can have it on a loop setting so that it will continue to play for people until they turn it off, and you can set a time for it between 1 and 60 seconds, so it can be done really quickly or also very slowly if you want it that way. So I'll guide you through how to find that setting, give you a couple of examples of how to use it as well, and where you're able to share that with pupils. So this is your demonstration of the drawing function within Pages, which might be useful for some of you during home learning, but also when we go back to face-to-face teaching as well. If you open up a Pages document, and then the way to access the drawing part is by pressing the plus symbol in the top right-hand corner and choosing drawing from the menu. When you've got that open, you can select the size that you want to make your drawing, and then anything inside that space will be where your drawing ends up going. What I'll show you here is, as in the question, is a math sum. So if we choose the crayon function and then just choose a blue crayon colour, we'll go 123 plus 456. Okay, and then we do our little lines underneath like so. You start with your units, you're going 3 plus 6 to give you 9, 2 plus 5 is 7, and 1 plus 4 is 5. So we've completed that sum there. Now that's obviously one part of it, is able to make it right like that. But the best part is when you press done, you can then resize it. You can make it as small, as big as you like. You can move it about on the Pages document too to fit in wherever you want it to go. But the part that I really like about this is the fact that you can animate it as a playing drawing. So if you click on it and then press the paintbrush in the top corner, turn on the animate drawing, make your duration however long or short you want it to be. If you want to loop it, you can. It just means it plays it from start to finish, then goes back to the start and then back to the finish, and it keeps going until they tap away from it. But if we press play now, you will see that all of the drawings that I added into that box are shown in the order that I put them in, and then people are able to see what's there. So if you're doing a maths calculation, it might be that if you show an example, rather than just showing one example of the actual way that it's set up, by using the animate drawing, they're able to see in order where it is that it happens. Which part of the sum did you do first? Which part did you do second? And it's just there for them. You don't need to add it as a video. It's literally just there, and they can add it in, view it as many times as they want to. Okay, you can change the duration, you can make it long, you can make it short. It's entirely up to you. Another way that it would probably be handy is if you were doing some handwriting or maybe some phonics work in the early years. So if again you go to the drawing down here, I'll change the colour so it's a slightly different one. You can then change your box size as we did before. Let me just finish that one off just there, take that red mark off. Like so. So say you were doing a long one like this, and say you were working on the letter S for your phonics. You could be drawing out really carefully a lovely hand-drawn S, and then do it a good few times across the way. And then obviously when you animate it, it will play it back to you in the order that you made your drawings, all of those essays. So again, you can change the size of the box, press done, press the paintbrush, turn on animate drawing. You might want to make this a really long one so that people see it a lot of times. Press play and they can very clearly see all of your essays there being drawn. Okay, and they can watch it as many times as they want to. All they need to do is click on it and press play drawing and it will play it for them there. Our second topic this week is Book Creator templates. The question is, I have recently heard that Book Creator now has templates for various text forms. Can they be used in the app? Well, you're right that a couple of weeks ago, Book Creator launched a brand new feature, which is called templates. These include book templates for things like newspapers, cookbooks, magazines, textbooks. There's a whole variety of them, and I'll show you them very soon. And there's about 15 to 20, I think, in total. For now, you can only access these online via the Book Creator website. It's free to access. You might need to sign in to actually make them work and download them, but I think you can get on it without even signing in. But what you can do is if you've got the Book Creator app on your Inspire iPad, it's possible to download these templates from the website and use them within the app. So what I'll do just now is I'll show you where to find the templates on their website and also how to download them and put them onto the app so that you can use them yourself, or you can send them to pupils if you're wanting them to do any learning tasks as well. So this is the website you need for the Book Creator template. It's app.bookcreator.com. I'm recording this video after I made the introduction section where I said I think you can get on without a login. That's not true. You do need to sign in, but if you can use your Glow login, there's a sign in with Microsoft choice. It'll redirect you to the Glow website. You'll sign in there and then it puts you into here with your account. Now to find the templates, you need to press on New Book. And then it gives you the blank books. These are the same choices as you'll find on the Book Creator app, but the templates is next to it at the top, and you are given all these different choices. So there's newspapers, photo books, cookbooks, yearbooks, textbook, magazine, notebook, and fiction. And then there's also some themes at the bottom for some slightly different styles that you could maybe use. So let's have a look at the newspaper one. What you can see inside here, once it loads, you're given your front cover. And it has all the different sections on it. So you've got your title, you've got your name of your paper, your headline, etc., etc. You have on the next page some different style formats for a different section. And the same on page 3. Okay, you can also add some different pages too. There's different layouts in here, so you could choose which ones you want to build up in that main point, and then you can add in as many as you want. But what you want to do, you could edit it online. So if you want to use the app.bookcreator, you can do that. You can click the things, double click them to insert the words that you want to do to change the template. But if you prefer using the app, which I do, then there is a way that you can get the template downloaded from the website onto the app that's ready to use. To do that, if you come out, once you've got your template sorted, you know the exact pages that you want, you come out into My Books, and from there, the share button in the middle at the bottom is there, and you're looking for download as ebook. Once you've pressed on that, it'll take a couple of seconds to download from the website, and then the link will come up. So it says a new book.epub, and then the download button. Press on the download button and it'll take a wee while to download. It'll not be the biggest file in the world, 3.7 megabytes, but it's already there as a Book Creator one. If yours doesn't have a Book Creator symbol there, my one has because I've set it up for it. If yours maybe has the Orange Books app one there, press the little magnifying glass there and it'll search for it in here. You can then hold it, press the share button, and then choose the Book Creator choice here. And once you press on Book Creator, you will see that it opens it up as a new book, just like so. You can then go into it, and you can edit it like you would do with any other Book Creator thing. So you can double click on there and edit that text. You can click the photo, double click it, and then you're able to add in different photos there too. You can pop in headlines, you can pop in about this publication, you can choose exactly how you want to do it. So it's a very nice template that of a newspaper, and you're able to then share it with pupils if they wish to edit it as well. I'll just go back onto the website for a wee minute, and I'll show you some of the other templates that there are. For example, the magazine one is quite a good one. So we'll click on that. And again, you'll see the different styles that are there. You'll see all the different options once they load up. So there you have your front cover just there. You can see your title. You can change all the text. You can change the photos. That's there. It's just the template that looks quite good at this point. You can see your different pages as well. So it's got it all built in there. You can change all the features that are there to however you need it to be for your class or for your own piece of work that you're sending to pupils. And then obviously you've got the different options here too. So there's things like a news round page, a questions page, an article page, and you can build those up as you go through. But the way that you get it from the website onto the app is exactly the same way as we did with the newspaper. Come into My Books, press the share button at the bottom, download as an ebook. This one will probably take a bit longer because it's a bigger file, given that it's got so many photos and things in it. So you let that download. Once it's fully downloaded, then you'll be able to open it in your Book Creator app and then edit it as much as you want to. So you've got the double choice. You can either edit it on the Safari website link of app.bookcreator.com, or you can download the copy from there and then use the Book Creator app. I am assuming, I'm not certain that this is going to happen, but I'm assuming that through time, the Book Creator app will be updated and all the templates will be in the app. But for now, that's a really nice way of doing it. I set my class away this week to do a newspaper article. We were doing some facts and opinions work, and I set them the task to do that, and I used the newspaper template that was there for that. So there's another wee option for you if you're looking to enhance your literacy learning by using the templates on Book Creator. Our final topic this week is self-marked quizzes on forms. The question is, I have seen an option on Teams called New Quiz. How does this work, and is it a good alternative for formative assessment? Well, the answer to that is yes, it's really good. The quiz function within Teams, it's using the Microsoft Forms part of Office 365. So Microsoft Forms is part of the Office 365 package, which is available through Glow, including your Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, but Forms is also a part of that. What Forms can allow you to do is to create quizzes and surveys, which can be directly sent to pupils, and this works in the assignments way. Some of these offer options to self-mark. So you, as you're creating the template, as you're creating your questions, you're also given the choice to put in the right answers. And then when the pupils are working their way through it and then they've completed the task, they find out immediately what the answers are, which ones they've got right and which ones they've got wrong because of the way that it self-marks. It can be a simple way to use Forms, and I'll show you how it can be done very simply, but it can also be done quite in a complex manner too. So if you need to use that, then you can. I'll show you just now how you could use it for home learning, for face-to-face teaching, and with just the basics, but also with some of the more complex features as well. So this is a demonstration of how to use the forms part of assignments where you can add in new quizzes. So I'm sure most of you will be familiar with this assignment section of Teams. This is just where I do my testing of things to make sure that they work on my test class. So I'm going to show you here how you can go set up a new quiz. So if you press the plus and then you're given the option for new quiz. From there, it will redirect you to the Microsoft Forms website. Just like so. Now, these are all ones that I've created previously, so you can reuse ones from before, or you can set them out again. But if you want to do a new one, there's a bit in the top left-hand corner that says New Quiz. So when we press on that, it will redirect us to the forms.office website. There isn't an app for Forms. It's not on self-service, and they don't actually have one full stop. It just runs through the website of forms.office.com. So once you're there, you can then give your quiz a wee title. So we'll just call it Eildon West Practice Quiz for this one. If you want to enter a description there, you can as well. But when you press Add New, you're given the different choices for how you would like to set up your quiz. So there's many different ways that you can go through it. You can have it with open-ended answers, closed questions. You can choose your one. If we go to choice, for example, it gives you built in the chance to enter your question, put a photo in, and put in options. If you want to add more options, then the choice is available to do that. So if we say for our test question, we just say, have you learned a lot from this week's video? We could give option 1 as yes and option 2 as no. Then what you could do, with that question. If it wasn't a yes or no question, what you can do at the side is you can then tick the tick one, and that says that is the correct answer. So when you're doing your self-marking, Forms will mark the quiz itself, and it will then send the score back to the pupils. So if you put in points, for example, and say you got 1 point for that question, and you put the right answer in, they'd get a point. If they put the incorrect answer in, they don't get a point. Okay, some of the other options that you've got is you could leave a comment, and you could give a message to the pupils who answer your quiz after they've put in one of the answers that's above. So if they were to say yes, you might say, that is great. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video. And if they say no, then you can put in a wee comment to say, oh no, that's a shame. Hope you enjoy next week's more. Something like that. So you're able to then give some little bits of feedback on it. So if you were doing a science lesson or a literacy lesson or a math lesson, you can put your comments in targeted to that specific one. You can also give multiple answers. So if it wasn't a yes or no quiz, you could select multiple answers and give them the choice to pick more than one. You can also make questions required, as you can see there, and that means that they have to answer that question. You can also duplicate questions so that if you want to keep this kind of same format, it's easy to then edit it by pressing the duplicate button. Other examples of questions that you can have is you can have text questions. So you can put a question in and they have to answer their answer below. You can choose between a short answer or a long answer where they get more characters for it. And again, you can have it required or not. Other ones that you can choose, ratings questions are quite good. You can have it up to 10 levels. And then you can have stars or numbers that they can choose from. So you can build your form in various different ways, and that then builds up this thing. But if it's a self-marking quiz that you're looking for, then what you're looking to do is make sure that you're ticking this option here, where it's got the tick to show the correct answer. And then at the end of your quiz, when you've put all your points in, all your questions, all your answers, it will give the pupils a score out of 10, 15, whatever your quiz is out of at the end. You'll find the answers to those, the results, in the assignments. When you click on it, it'll give you the points that are there. Okay, so there's loads of different ways that you can go by it. You can make it as basic or as complicated as you want, and then pupils can send their answers in. When you're ready to put it into a forms thing, once you've made it, you press the plus. Oh, what I should have done there is I did call it Eildon West practice quiz. So if I come back into Teams now and I press my plus and new quiz, what should happen is that my quiz is there, Eildon West practice quiz. I can press that, press next, and then it puts it into a new assignment as the resource there. You can enter your instructions that you're given to your class, decide which students get it, change the date, etc., like before, and then assign that to your pupils. They get a copy and they just open the link, they complete the quiz. If it's got points, they get the points as they go. If not, you get all the results back at the end. So it's a really cool way for formative assessment. You could also do some summative assessment with it as well. And if you were wanting to do maybe a school survey for feedback on home learning or anything else, this is a really easy way to set it up, get the responses back, and organise them in a really safe way. And that's all for this week's Inspire Q&A video. As always, please keep emailing your questions over to me. My email is there for you, gw12grahamroddy3@glow.sch.uk. A new video will go out on Friday, and it won't be out next week because of the in-service, but there'll be one the following Friday instead. If you've got a YouTube account, feel free to subscribe to the channel and you will get the new videos directly to your device. You'll get them before everyone else gets them on the email as well. But if you don't want to subscribe, all the links will go out by email from your head teacher each week, and you'll get a wee summary of the topics in that email too, so you know exactly what to find. What I've also put, if you look in the description for this video, there's a little timestamp in there. So if in future you're looking to only watch a specific skill that I'm demonstrating, then you can click that timestamp and it'll take you right to that point in the video, so you don't need to go searching for it. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I've been Roddy Graham. Bye bye.